Rice, he's got an opening. Rice, he could go all the way. He's got one man to beat.
Chase Becker spins, hangs, complete.
Broughton breaks through. It's a race to the end zone. Touchdown, Sioux. The Sioux strike first.
Appears to be on the right.
Conquers back on top as Region 8 champions.
That's Ben Heenick with a load of steam, and he bowls over.
One as Blake Burnstrom looks to go. Blake Burnstrom floating in midair for two.
Backdoor cut. Cheryl Hayes off the glass for two. There is Nesham. Wow, look at that shot by Addison Nesham. She's putting on a show. You think her heart is pounding? No way. The Lucerne Clark Buffalo Bombers are headed to the state.
Quarter, 3 seconds, Simiato. No. Put back, no. The Killdeer Cowboys survive.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP. GameDay Media, LLP does not own the rights to the background music of this live stream. All rights belong to the music owners. No copyright infringement intended.
Today's GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, both the own boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset, Tioga Ace Hardware, DA Land LLC, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, the Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated, DeBach Harvesting, Skin by Legacy, The Food Barn, Western Education Regional Co-op, North Shore Plaza PTO, Divide County Quarterback Club, Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, Red Rock Chevrolet and GMC of Williston, Investment Center Advisor Group, LPL Financial, Jorgensen Lumber, Fisher Family Chiropractic, Stanley Commercial Club, EAPC Architects, Engineers, Game 1, Modern Dental, Tioga EDC and Chamber of Commerce, Jan A. Kosted, PC, Northwest Sportsmen's Association, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.
Hey, and welcome back in here. Another week on GameDay Media. A lot of basketball in store for you this week, starting here tonight with the Tioga Pirates hosting the Lewis and Clark Berthold Longhorns here at the Ship in Tioga, the new gym in Tioga, North Dakota. Great facility for these young kids to be able to participate in. My name is Randy Peterson, and welcome into our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. Located right off of Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota, your local Case IH dealer. Visit borderplains.com for local inventory and to explore job opportunities. The Longhorns, coached up by Josh Johnson, looking for their first win of the year. They come out of District 6. They're 0-4 on the season so far. Play a lot of young players and kind of in a learning curve right now for the Longhorns. The Tioga Pirates kind of in the same boat. Play a lot of young players, got their first win against Center Stanton a couple days ago. They come into this game with a 1-5 record. And so we're looking to see what these two teams can put on the floor here tonight from the Ship in Tioga, North Dakota. Grab yourself some popcorn, grab yourself some sodas, and your favorite candy bar, and settle in for a nice night of basketball here from Tioga, North Dakota. My name is Randy Peterson, alongside my production crew tonight. James Myers running our board ops tonight, as well as Aaron Griffin running you the sites here tonight on our channel here tonight. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll go down to the floor, see if we can catch up with head coach Josh Johnson and Brody Odegaard after this timeout.
Have you ever wondered how your internet works? It starts with fiber in the ground.
And local employees who connect that fiber to your home or business.
Our 9,000 miles of fiber keep you connected
to your neighbors and the world,
while keeping your data safe from intrusions, viruses, and malware.
At RTC Networks, we're proud to offer our community the fastest, most reliable fiber optic internet available. Our goal is to keep you connected seamlessly and securely.
Lindsay Grocery is proud to be your locally owned and operated hometown store in Crosby, North Dakota. From fresh baked goods and crisp produce to our in-house smoked meats, we've got everything you need close to home. Stop in and experience the convenience and the friendly faces of shopping local again. We are open 7 days a week, and we look forward to serving you. That's Lindsay Grocery. Find us on Facebook for specials and updates.
Hey, and welcome back in here to our Lindsay Grocery Coaches Comments, where community meets quality every day. You can find Lindsay Grocery on Facebook with daily and weekly deals, your favorite grocery store up in Crosby, and head coach Josh Johnson of the Lewis and Clark Longhorns. Josh, your first year at the Longhorns, still looking for your first win with this young bunch of kids. What do you like in your team so far?
Well, they have really good attitudes and they're hard workers, so that's the main thing. That's the thing that is the most important factor. So then you can work with stuff then. So I guess that's what I've been impressed with so far.
So as you take a look at your opponent tonight here in this new gym over here at Tioga, the Tioga Pirates, they're a young team also, just like you guys are. They got their first win just a couple days ago. What's it going to take for you guys to put this game in the win column for the Longhorns tonight?
Unbelievable effort, just getting up and down the court as fast as possible, not giving up layups, boxing out, keeping them out of the paint, and just all the little things, they really add up. We got to do all the little things to be able to get a win here.
Fundamental basketball. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
Josh Johnson, the head coach for the Longhorns. We'll send it back to you at the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk. We'll go over to the other side of the floor, catch up with head coach Brody Odegaard of the Tioga Pirates after this timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, your local Case IH dealer, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural and equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit borderplanes.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, your local Case IH dealer.
Hey, and thank you, James. Welcome back in here to our Lindsay Grocery Coach's Comments. Brody Odegaard, the new coach for the Tioga Pirates, coming in after getting your first win of the season. Brody, that's got to be a good feeling to get that first win of the season.
Yeah, it was a real good feeling for the boys. I think we've been competing all year. We've had some good competition, and we went down to center and didn't play our best ball game, but still found a way to win, turning the ball over 28 times and missing 11 free throws. But you come away with a win, you got to feel good.
Yeah, so what have you liked from your team so far this season? You know, the season started back in December with some practices, and what have you seen in your young team this year that you really impress you?
Effort. They're willing to come to practice. They're willing to be coachable. We're playing well together as a team, I think. That's been enjoyable to see, and just the effort. That's been fun.
So you know a little bit about the Longhorns. They're very young, just like your team is. They're still looking for their first win of the season. What do you think it'll take for your Pirates to put this game in the win column tonight?
Most important thing for us to take care of the basketball. We've struggled with turnovers a little bit, and when we've gotten into a half-court set or used our size in the paint, we've shot a pretty good percentage. But if you don't get shots up, if you're turning the ball over, and to me, that's going to be the most important thing for us.
Hey, thank you, Brody. Best of luck to you. Brody Odegaard, a head coach of the Tioga boys basketball team. We'll send it back to you, James, at the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk as we continue on with more of our Border Plains Equipment pregame show after this timeout.
DeBach Harvesting has been in business for more than 20 years. We are a family-run operation that operates 2 gleaner combines with all the supporting equipment needed to take your crop off efficiently. This year, we will be offering in-field bagging to help with the efficiency and storage if needed. In addition, we are offering trucking in the wintertime to help get your crop to market. We would love to have your business. Look us up on Facebook or call us at 405-612-7990.
Nesset is here to provide services to the oil and gas industry. We have a fabulous geologic jackpot right here in North Dakota. And what we are doing is providing and developing this resource to be used for years, decades, and generations to come. I look forward to a great future right here in Tioga, North Dakota.
Kyle Hansen is proud to be a Thrivent financial professional, providing personalized financial guidance to people of all stages of life. Thrivent believes humanity thrives when individuals make the most of what they've been given, and Kyle is here to help you do just that. Larson Boston Agency, your Farmers Union insurance agents located at 106 Main Street North in Crosby, North Dakota, offer multiple lines of insurance, including crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Give Chell or Robbie a call today at 701-965-6335.
For the healthcare services you need and expertise you can trust, it's right here at home with Tioga Medical Center. You're important to us, and so is your well-being. From primary and specialty care to surgical services, we're committed to caring for you at every stage of life. There's no place like home with trusted, familiar faces.
You can trust me.
You can trust us.
You can trust Tioga Medical Center.
Trusted healthcare here at home.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by...
Established in 1938, Ray Farmers Union Elevator is now your full-service grain and agronomy service facility in northwest North Dakota. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we can assist you with everything from buying the seed in the spring to burn down in the fall. Get more done in a day with Ray Farmers Union Elevator.
Our Community Rewards checking account not only offers cash back, but also gives you...
Rivera Bank is an employee and director-owned community bank, here to serve you as you forge your path ahead, offering the robust digital services you want with the warm local feel you expect.
Hey, and as we bring it back here to our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, we're taking a look at the Tioga Pirates warming up as the Longhorns from Lewis and Clark have already gone down to the locker room to get their final instructions from their head coach, Josh Johnson, as we take a look at the latest media polls. The Division B media poll, Central McLean still ranked number 1, having 16 first place votes. Our Redeemers is ranked number 2. Hankinson is ranked number 3, Ray at number 4, and Wilton Wing and New Rockford are tied for 5th place in the latest media poll. Others receiving votes: Midway Minto, North Border, and Bishop Ryan. And as we take a look at the girls media poll, sponsored there by Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, North Dakota. You can find them right on a block east of Main Street over in Stanley. They can outfit your home. Prairie Home Furnishings. Brian and Tracy Hischlin invite you over as Benson County with 16 first place votes. Still holding on to number 1. Number 2 still at Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion. Central McLean still at number 3. Flasher number 4. Maple River at number 5. Others receiving votes are Hatton, Northwood, Kenmare Bullbells, and the Tioga Pirates. Pirates down in Ned Rose tonight, taking on the Cardinals in Minot, North Dakota. So we'll keep an eye on that action going on down in Minot, North Dakota. Take a look at the Division B girls rankings. Division A, Turtle Mountain, South Prairie Max, Valley City, Watford City, and Thompson. Others receiving votes: Kindred, Carrington, Hazen, and Oak Grove. As our officials tonight, we'll take a look at those. Chaz Neff, Chuck Hunter, Tim Robinson, our officiating crew here tonight. Thank you for coming over and being our officials tonight. We take a look at our schedule as we have a lot of basketball in store for you here on week 20 of our Game Day Media schedule. Starting out tonight with the Lewis and Clark Berthold Longhorns taking on the Tioga Pirates. Tomorrow night, we're going to be in 3 different places, starting with the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers taking on the Trenton Tigers. Over in Parshall tomorrow, we'll have a boys and girls doubleheader with the Ray Jays taking on the Parshall Braves. And down in Watford City, the Stanley Blue Jays will come down to the Rough Rider Center and take on the Watford City Wolves at the Rough Rider Center in Watford City. Titus Stenberg will be on the call over there. Thursday, the Tioga Pirates boys travel up to Crosby to take on the Divide County Maroons. And then in boys action, it'll be the South Hart Eagles taking on the Alexander Comets over in Alexander on Thursday night. Titus Stenberg, David Peterson will be over on the call in that one. Friday night, again, a fun-filled night of basketball with the Powers Lake Ranchers traveling over to the Kurt Houghton Court in Ray to take on the Ray Jays. In boys action, and Trenton Tigers will be hosting the Alexander Comets on Friday night. And then in girls action, the Hazen Bison will be traveling down to the Rough Rider Center to take on the Watford City Wolves. And we'll wrap up this week on Saturday with a girls-boy doubleheader. Our Redeemers Knights coming in to Al Sherbinsky Court in Kenmare, North Dakota to take on the Kenmare Bullbells Honkers. Those games set to begin about 2:30 in the afternoon. So a lot of basketball in store for you here on Game Day Media. We would appreciate you guys if you would consider doing a donation to us. That just helps us cover our costs. We've got great sponsors that help us along the way. But if you can muster up a little donation in any fashion, we would appreciate that as we look forward to the postseason. Got a lot of costs involved with postseason coverage of region tournaments and so forth, and every dollar that we can get will help offset those fees that are imposed by the North Dakota High School Activities Association. We're about 3.5 minutes away from our opening tip-off. We'll take one more time out, and when we come back, it'll be the start of our Northwest Therapy Services opening tip-off here in Tioga, North Dakota. Northwest Therapy with locations in Williston and Ray, North Dakota, providing speech and language therapy and much, much more. Check out nwtherapyservices.com.
Looking for a powerful new truck at an unbeatable price? Then check out Red Rock Chevrolet GMC in Williston. Right now, get behind the wheel of a 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for just $499 a month. $499 a month. Or take home a GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab and save a massive $13 grand off MSRP. These trucks are loaded with performance, comfort, and cutting-edge tech, all at rock-bottom prices. Make your way over for a test drive today. Red Rock Chevrolet GMC in Williston.
As we come back, time now for our Red Rock Auto Spotlight player. Red Rock Auto, located in Williston, North Dakota. Dr. Jerry Kenson, Dr. Kevin Brodesson. Red Rock Auto for fast and reliable service and car shopping made easy. For specials, new and pre-owned inventory, visit redrockchevygmc.com. And for the home team on the scoreboard, Rylan Hollingshead, the senior for Tioga, standing about 5'10". Came out a little bit later in the season, but has now found himself into the starting lineup here tonight. Rylan Hollingshead, also a great trackster for the Williams County Firestone track program. Very speed demon, and it's fun to watch him run, but we'll see what he can do on the basketball floor here tonight. And as we go over to the other side of the floor, we're going to look at number 2, Drew Erickson. He's a 5'11" senior for the Longhorns, and he's played a lot of basketball for these Longhorns over the past few years. I also believe he was the quarterback for the Longhorns football program this year, and he is our Red Rock Chevy player spotlight. Red Rock Auto GMC Chevrolet player spotlight. You can find them on redrockchevygmc.com. Both teams are finishing up their warm-ups as we head back to the... We're going to keep it right here, I guess. Both teams are finishing up their starting lineups. So we take a look at our starting lineups tonight before we actually have them introduced tonight. They'll go this way: Drew Erickson, Alfonso Montano, Tucker Lee, Parker Nesham, and a late entry. It'll be Hank Osmondson replacing Bentley Canny-Einen. Canny-Einen not starting tonight as a late scratch by head coach Josh Johnson. For the Tioga Pirates, Rylan Hollingshead, Gunnar Moberg, Jaron Ron, Weston Lallam, and Diego Garcia will take the floor to start out with the Tioga Pirates and head coach Brody Odegaard. The country store located in Powers Lake, North Dakota. You can find them on their website at www.countrystore.doitbest.com. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it at the country store in Powers Lake, North Dakota. Stop by and see Brenda and Jarrett Van Burkham right there on Main Street in Powers Lake. That said, we're going to turn it back over when the buzzer sounds for the playing of our national anthem, along with our country store starting lineups, as presented by our public address announcer, Ryan Harris.
Ladies and gentlemen, would everyone please stand, remove your caps, and respect the flag for the singing of our national anthem. Very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. Welcome to Tioga High School for our boys basketball matchup this evening, which will feature the visitors on the scoreboard, the Lewis and Clark Longhorns, as they have traveled west to take on the home team, your Tioga Pirates. Let's get to tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Longhorns. Starting at a forward, a 5'11 senior, number 2, Drew Erickson. At a guard, a 5'8 sophomore, number 4, Alfonso Montano. At a guard, a 5'9 sophomore, number 11, Tucker Lee. Starting at a forward, a 6'1 sophomore, number 12, Hank Osmondson. And starting at a forward, a 6'1 sophomore, number 23, Parker Nesham. The Longhorns are coached by Josh Johnson, assisted by Adam Lee and Kyle Shepp. And now the starting lineup for the home team, your Tioga Pirates. Starting at a guard, a 5'10 senior, number 2, Rylan Hollingshead. At another guard, a 5'10 senior, number 3, Gudner Moberg. At forward for your Pirates, a 6'2 sophomore, number 5, Jaron Ron. At another guard, a 5'9 sophomore, number 10, Weston Lawlem. And starting at a forward for your Pirates, a 5'11 senior, number 34, Diego Garcia. Your Pirates are coached by Brody Odegaard, assisted by Tim Schaefer.
And there you have it, the starting lineups as presented by the Country Store. Erickson, Montano, Lee. Late entry is Osmondson and Nesham for the Longhorns. Hollingshead, Moberg, Ron, Lawlem, and Garcia for the Tioga Pirates. The opening tip, sponsored by Northwest Therapy Services, is controlled by the Tioga Pirates, and we're underway here in quarter number 1. Hollingshead gets into the paint, dishes it off, now goes to the free throw line. That is a first shot put in there by Jaron Ron, and now we're going to have a foul call in the backcourt. It's going to be fouled against number 10. That's going to go against Weston Lawlem, his first personal, first team foul here. 19 seconds into the game. As Tucker Lee comes in, crosses the midcourt stripe, picked up there by Lawlem, now with the bounce pass in. Now Garcia gets challenged there and gets tied up. And it's going to be staying with the Longhorns as Parker Nesham got tied up by the Pirates. So it'll stay with the Longhorns as we're just underway here. Erickson inside with a kick out, back out to Erickson. And Erickson gets whistled for the travel. Turnover number 1 against the Longhorns here early in the first quarter. And again, full court pressure going to be applied here by the Longhorns and Josh Johnson. They get the ball in. As Ron now passes it into the front court, finds Hollingshead, goes down to the baseline, now dribbles out of trouble, goes to the free throw line with a kick out to Lawlem, pulls a trigger from 3, that's short and off the mark. Rebound taken away by the Longhorns as Erickson gives it up to Montano into the front court. Right side to Erickson, picked up there by Ron. Now it's out on top to Osmondson. Osmondson gives it back up to Nesham. Over to Lee. Tucker with the drive. Out to Nesham. Pulls the trigger from 3. That's no good. We got a breakaway for the Pirates as Gunnar Moberg lost the handle on it, turned it over. And now here is Lee with his first bucket of the day. Averages about 7 points a game. And now here's Moberg again, challenging. Goes in, has the ball stripped out of his hands, and again, another chance missed for the Pirates. 6:30 to go as the Pirates will keep the ball underneath their own basket. Moberg will trigger the inbounds pass. Bounce pass into Garcia, but it's broken up there by Erickson. And it'll stay with Tioga this time with 6:29 to go as Head coach Brody Odegaard signals which out-of-bounds play he wants to get. They go out on top to Weston Lallam, and now over to Ron. Ron gets a screen from Moberg. Ron goes to the baseline, free throw line, comes up short, follows his shot, and then is going to have a shooting foul called against the Longhorns. It's going to go against number 2. That is Drew Erickson, picking up his first personal foul, and it sends Jaron Ron, the only player that scored for Tioga, to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. First free throw by Ron is off the front iron, falls away, no good. Souris Valley, located in Minot. Dr. Jarek Henson, Kevin Brodesen, and Dr. Grant Neal. Visit SourisValleyDental.com to schedule your next appointment, as Ron is 1 out of 2. He's got all 3 Tioga points here early in the first quarter. Glad to have our listeners on KTGO on board with us this evening. KTGO, you can find them on 1090 AM and 92.7 FM. Your source for conservative talk show radio. Another great partner with GameDay Media. And here's Nesham, and Nesham gets blocked. But with the body, Jaron Ron's going to pick up his first personal foul, and it'll send Parker Nesham to the charity stripe to shoot 2. The 6'1" sophomore gets 2 throws from the charity stripe. 5:57 remaining as Nesham, with a 9-point per game average, puts up the first one and goes high off the back rim, and it's no good. He'll get a second free throw as he was in the act of shooting. Chance to tie this game up at 3. Sophomore puts up the second one and gets that one to fall. So Nesham now into the scorebook with his first point of the game. Here's Ron. Ron with a little move over to Moberg, pulls the trigger from 3 away hard, and the ball rebounded by the Longhorns, and here comes Tucker Lee. Tucker finds almost a wide open Parker Nesham, but good hustle by Ron getting back on defense, preventing an easy layup. 5:39 remaining here in the opening quarter of this Region 3 matchup here tonight. Now we're going to have another foul. It's going to be whistled against the Pirates. This time it's going to go against number 34, Diego Garcia. That's his first personal foul, and Tucker Lee heads to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe to shoot 2. Lee, the sophomore for the Longhorns, puts down the first free throw. Very nice form, hits the bottom of the net on the second one. Longhorns are 3 out of 4 from the charity stripe here in the first quarter, as the Pirates have a bounce pass down low, and Gunnar Moberg on the assist by Jaron Ron. Pirates take the lead, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well. Your NCC scoreboard with 5:22 remaining. We're all tied up at 5 apiece. Come back. You're watching GameDay Media.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit SourisValleyDental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come. Game 1 powers your team, business, and community with athletic apparel, uniforms, company gear, and event apparel. Featuring screen printing, embroidery, and the brands you trust. Game 1, the brand behind your brand.
EAPC Architects Engineers is shaping the future of K-12 schools, healthcare, civic spaces, and higher education across North Dakota. Proud to support our athletes and proud to serve our communities. EAPC, designing solutions, impacting communities.
As we bring it back here live off of that Nesset timeout, Nesset located right on Highway 40 North. Check out their custom business packages, what they can do for you. Now hiring, visit NessetConsulting.com as the Pirates steal the ball away from Tucker Carlson, and one! Take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Rylan Hollingshead got the steal and took it coast to coast. Got it off the backboard hard for his first 2 points of the game. Goes to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe to shoot the and one as Wyatt Rice will check in for Diego Garcia. One senior checking in for another senior. Rice stands 6'5". That free throw's off the mark. Rice got his hands on it but couldn't come away with the rebound, and here come the Longhorns. Nesham just about has his pockets picked and does. Good hustle there by Gunnar Moberg. Landed in the hands of head coach Brody Odegaard and assistant coach Tim Schaefer. But here's Rylan Hollingshead. Down low, nice find there by Hollingshead. And another bucket for Jaron Ron as the Pirates have put up a 4-point lead here, 9-5. Montano with the basketball at the top of the key, goes right side to Nesham. Nesham with the dribble, stops, goes over to Montano on the left wing. Down low, they go into number 24, Kaniainen. Here is Nesham going off the block, and that's going to be a shooting foul called against Tioga. That one is called against number 4. That is Wyatt Rice with his first personal foul. That is the 4th team foul called against the Pirates, and I think every one of them have been shooting fouls so far as Parker Nesham goes to the charity stripe and puts down his second free throw of the quarter. He's 2 out of 3 so far. Nesham now with 2 points, all coming from the free throw line to make it 3 points. As we're going to have another timeout on the floor. We're going to have a short timeout. We'll bring it back here after this 30-second break.
Play your cards right and shop the savings and selection at Prairie Home Furnishings in Stanley. Browse a wide selection of furnishings for every room in your home. The latest styles and trends and comfortable quality furniture. And it's all at reasonable prices. Plus, they have a great selection of flooring and bedding as well. High quality and reasonable prices make Prairie Home Furnishings the place to make your house a home.
Make sure to shop at Prairie Home Furnishings. We deliver everything your home deserves.
As we bring it back here off that Nessa timeout, the Pirates will inbound the basketball. They get it into Ron, and now Ron loses the handle on it, and it'll stay with the Pirates as the Longhorns must have got their hands on it. Ron goes down low to Wyatt Rice. Rice jumps up off the glass and one for Wyatt Rice. Rice doing a great job, got his position, put it off the glass right side, knocks it down for the field goal, and will go to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe as Diego Garcia will check in for Gunnar Moberg at the 4:14 mark. Rice can add on to the 4-point lead here for the Pirates. That one is off the mark, no good. And here come the Longhorns again as the ball is knocked out of bounds. Good defense there by Wyatt Rice, getting back on defense, preventing a layup for the Longhorns as Rylan Myers will trigger the inbounds pass for the Longhorns. Ball tapped out of the bounds, last touch by Jaron Ron and the Pirates, so the Longhorns will keep possession of the basketball. Longhorns get it in to Myers, now at the top. Myers, and it's going to be Tucker Lee. Nice dish down low to Montano, and Montano off the assist by Tucker Lee gets his first 2 points of the game. It's a 2-point game, 11-9. The Pirates hold the lead as Diego Garcia looks backdoor, doesn't see it, and here's Hollingshead. Hollingshead with it, goes from the free throw line, and that one is no good as the ball is going to be off the fingers of Garcia, and it will go over to the Longhorns. 3:37 remaining. A 2-point lead on your NCC scoreboard. The Pirates leading 11-9. Tucker Lee throws it up from 3. That's no good. Long rebound comes out to Montano. Now back into the hands of Lee. Over to Kaniainen, and now a shot put up. That is no good. And so here is a turnover by the Pirates. Didn't take care of the basketball. Myers goes up off the glass. Can't make it fall. But he's going to go to the charity stripe again to shoot two, as that foul is going to be whistled against number 2. Rylan Hollingshead. That'll be his first personal foul. That is the 5th team foul here in quarter number 1 against the Pirates, as Rylan Myers heads to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe to shoot two, possibly tie this game up. He's off on the first one. Drew Erickson checking back in, this time replacing Parker Nesham. 3:05 remaining here in the opening quarter. Rylan Myers, a 5'8" senior, casts it and hits the bottom of the net. He got his first point of the night. Here's Moberg back into the game for the Pirates. Gets it into the front court to Garcia. Garcia lost the handle on it. Turnover number 3 against the Pirates. 11-10 on your NCC scoreboard, and here come the Longhorns again in a hurry into the front court. Lee goes over, deep three. That one's no good. Pirates let the ball hit the floor, then they come away with it somehow. Now a pass up front to Weston Lallam, goes in with the left hand, and what? Weston Lallam slowed down a little bit, and then we're going to have a foul against Bentley Kaniainen. And that'll be a and one opportunity for the Pirates, Weston Lallam. Have a substitution coming in. Hank Osmondson checking back in for number 24, Bentley Kaniainen. 13-10. Lallam from the free throw line's too hard. That's no good. And the rebound taken away by the Longhorns. Almost mishandled, but Lee does a nice job of getting it back. Now over to Montano. Over to Myers. Back to Montano. Down low inside. Erickson has his pockets picked. Turnover again, number 3 against the Longhorns. Here's Garcia coming into the front court for the Pirates. He's got to be careful. He's going to get tied up. The possession there. Nope, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul against the Longhorns, number 2. That is Drew Erickson with his second personal foul here with 2:18 to go in the first quarter. And it'll be the 5th team foul called against the Longhorns. And so it'll be Garcia, the 5'11" senior, towing the stripe from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. The first one's up and good as Garcia puts in his first point. And it's a 4-point lead as Hollingshead checks in for Weston Lallam after getting a little bit of a breather. Garcia again from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line, looking to add on here. Second free throw by Diego is good. So 2 for 2 from the charity stripe for Garcia, and it's a 5-point lead for the Pirates, 15-10. There's almost a steal. Wyatt Rice gets a little bit too aggressive, and he's going to pick up another foul. That's his second personal. And that will send number 12, Hank Osmondson, to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe to shoot two. The Pirates have more than 5 fouls and the double bonus in play. First one's off the mark, no good for Osmondson, a 6'1" sophomore, as number 23, Parker Nesham, checks back in for Rylan Myers. And Weston Lallam will check in for Wyatt Rice. Osmondson off on the first one. Second one is up, and that's off the back iron, no good. Rebound taken away by Hollingshead. Now Hollingshead with the basketball comes into the front court. Hollingshead still with the dribble. Bounce pass down low to where Garcia had a hard time getting it. Good job there by Ron getting it back to Garcia. Here's Moberg dribbling to the top of the key, and then we're going to have a foul called against the Pirates. Foul's going to go against number 2. That's Rylan Hollingshead with his second personal. And so with 1:45 remaining here in the opening quarter, it's a 5-point lead, 15-10 against for the Pirates. Off the glass on the three-point effort, no good. Rebound taken down by the Pirates. Hollingshead, cross-court pass over to Lallam. Down low, Ron has trouble with it, and it's going to stay with the Pirates as Ron, with an athletic move, gets it off the legs of Montano. Alfonso. Here's Ron triggering the inbounds pass. Goes to Garcia and one. Garcia on the great out-of-bounds play. Puts it off the glass and puts it down for two. And Garcia now. Last time he was at the charity stripe. Knocked them both down. Can add on with the 7-point lead now for the Pirates. We're going to have a substitution as Bentley Kaniainen will check in for Alfonso Montano. And it's going to be Diego Garcia, the senior for Tioga, trying to add to this 7-point lead. And he gets the roll here on his home court at the Ship. 5 points now for Garcia. Minute 18 to go. Out on top, it's Nesham. Going on the right side, here's Tucker Lee from the right elbow. That's no good, as the ball will go over to the Pirates as the Longhorns last touched out of bounds. So Jaron Ron against some full court pressure here. Pirates looking to get it in, and here's a steal. And Lee gets it back as Garcia. We're going to be whistling another foul against the Pirates, and it'll send Tucker Lee, a 5'9" sophomore, to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe. That's the second foul whistle against Diego Garcia. Lee puts up the first one. That's off the back iron, no good. Lee with 4 points on the night so far. NCC scoreboard, it's 18-10. The Pirates with the lead, and Lee misses both. Up front, pass up to Garcia. Garcia now gives it up to Moberg. Moberg thought about going to the baseline, threw it to nobody. Turnover for the Pirates. We're going to have another foul called against Tioga, this time again against Rylan Hollingshead. That's his third personal foul here in the opening quarter with 53 seconds remaining. It'll be number 32, Lane Lenzen, the 6'1" sophomore, checking in for Hollingshead after this first free throw attempt by Hank Osmundson. Hank is a 6'1" sophomore for the Longhorns, wearing their black uniforms tonight. And the first one is up and in, his first point of the night. Again, Wyatt Rice will check in as well, and he will be, I guess it's going to be a Wyatt Rice checking in instead of Lane Lenzen. Second one, no good, as Rice comes away with the rebound, gives it up to Ron. Ron hustles into the front court behind his back, through his legs, then almost lost the handle on it. And here is Lallam. Lallam with the bounce pass underneath to Garcia. And a great assist there by Weston Lallam. Lallam finding Garcia. It's a 9-point lead as a shot put up from three by Parker Nesham. That three-pointer from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line. Tioga Ace Hardware, the helpful place located right here in Tioga, North Dakota. You can find them on Main Street. Order online, pick it up at the store. Download the Ace Hardware app as Alfonso Montano will check in for Tucker Lee with 22 seconds remaining. Here's Rice. The 6'5" post gives it up to Weston Lallam. Lallam looking for a screen, finds Diego Garcia. Now on top, here's Garcia with it. With a kick out to Gunnar Moberg. Now back out to Lallam. 5 seconds to go. Here is a shot from the top of the key by Lallam. A putback by the Pirates. Falls away, no good. And that's how the first quarter ends. Good quarter for the Pirates. They put up 20 while giving up 14 to the Longhorns in quarter number one. We'll step aside. We'll come back with more action here on GameDay Media.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
As we come back here, I want to thank our North Shore Plaza partners, the North Shore Plaza PTO, proud supporters of NSP Wildcat girls basketball, as well as Lewis and Clark Longhorn boys basketball, wishing all teams a safe and successful season this year. The Tioga Pirates Booster Club helping GameDay Media again this season with a live read sponsor supporting the Pirates as well as the Williams County Firestorm and the Northwest Gymnastics Stars out of Tioga. Also, Divide County Quarterback Club, established in 1971, supporting the Maroons up there in Crosby, North Dakota. Our start of our second quarter is brought to you by Northwest Therapy Services out of Ray, with offices in Ray and Williston, North Dakota. And here is Grimes into the game and immediately has his pockets picked as Montano goes in for the easy bucket, his fourth point of the night. Now here's Grimes in a hurry, kind of backdoor cut to Jaron Ron, left it on the rim, no good. Here's Montano again, coming hard into the front court with a kick out, and it's going to be altered there. Nice block there by Lane Lenzen. As Jaron Ron goes in, he's going hard to the rim, off the glass, no good, as they get called for the travel. Graham Schaefer is coming in for Wyatt Rice for the Pirates. And so after that turnover, the Longhorns get it back with 7:23 remaining. As Alfonso brings it into the front court for the Longhorns, goes left wing. Now on top again to Osmondson. Osmondson one dribble. Deep three-pointer by Kanianen, that's no good. Kanianen, as Graham Schaefer comes down with the rebound. Grimes brings the ball into the front court, goes over to Weston Lallam, gets a wide open look from three, bingo! Lallam rings the bell from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line with his fifth point of the night. 23-16. Pirates with a 7-point lead here with 6:43 remaining in the half. Pass down low to Montano, posting up Lallam, that's no good, gets his own rebound, and now we're going to have a foul that's going to be whistled against Tioga. I believe they're going to whistle up number one. That is Michael Grimes with his first personal foul, as Clayton Hall and Ryland Myers checking in for head coach Josh Johnson. Johnson, his first year at the helm for the Longhorn basketball team. Here is Hall with the easy bucket, the 6'1" junior with nobody guarding him. Decides to put it in. Here's Ron with another pass, but it's intercepted. 3 turnovers in the quarter for Tioga. Here's Montano in a hurry, no call. Here is Hall. Hall from the paint goes in, off the glass, no good. He'll go to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe as that foul is whistled against Graham Schaefer, his first personal foul. And it'll be Clayton Hall, the 6'1" junior, checking in to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe. The first one's up and in. Gunnar Moberg is checking in for Weston Lallam at the 6:08 mark of the second quarter. So far, Clayton Hall has put up 2 shots and made them. This time I jinxed him as he misses the second of 2 free throws. Here's Grimes into the front court, getting double team, asking for help, finds Moberg. Now down low, here's Lenzen. Lenzen off the glass with a nice kiss. Lane Lenzen with his first 2 points of the night. 25-19. Here is Tucker Lee, and that's going to be a travel. That's going to be whistled against Tucker Lee. Took too many steps, got caught up in traffic. As the Pirates will take the ball out of bounds against some full court pressure by the Longhorns. Ron breaks it, got 3 on 2. Here's Lenzen again off the glass for 2 more. Lane Lenzen has had 2 shots here in the second quarter, and both of them have gone in. Clayton Hall puts up the shot from the right wing. That's no good. Rebound is going to be off the arms of the Pirates. And it will stay with the Longhorns with 5:28 remaining here in the first half. As Ryland Myers will trigger the inbounds pass here tonight on the far sideline, gets it into Lee. Tucker with the drive, lands in trouble. Now the kick out to Nesham. Nesham, 4-3, knocks it down. Nesham with his second three-pointer of the night from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line. Down low, Schaefer had a wide open look. Mishandled it, recaptured it, now back to Schaefer. Schaefer drives to the paint, puts it up. That's no good. As the ball off the hands of Jaron Ron and out of bounds. A missed opportunity there for Tioga as Montano and number 20, Samuel Wrench, will check in for the Longhorns. 27-22 with 5:04 remaining. No pressure put on in the backcourt by the Pirates against these Longhorns. They come into the front court. Down low, Lenzen got his hands on it, goes to the paint. That's no good. Lenzen with the rebound. Now is in trouble, now dribbles out of it. And here comes Graham Schaefer giving it backwards to Michael Grimes. Grimes goes in hard off the glass and it's going to be blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Tioga. 4:41 remaining. Actually, it's going to be Tioga basketball. That's what I thought they initially called. They called white ball, so they're going to, Brody Odegaard going to do a little housekeeping duties. The 6'5" head coach gets a nice round of applause from the basketball fans here tonight, going up and getting the net out of the rim. And so Moberg will trigger the inbounds and has it stolen away. Easy bucket for number 23, Parker Nesham. Off the turnover, we got a timeout on the floor. The Longhorns getting themselves back into it, only down by 3. 27-24, we'll be back.
Do you find yourself driving to the bank each week, writing too many checks each month, paying too many fees? As a business owner, you have a lot to worry about. Don't let banking be one of them. Contact the Bank of Tioga to explore how we can simplify your banking experience and empower your business to reach its full potential. Our team is committed to providing you with seamless banking experience tailored to your business needs. From digital banking solution to personalized support, we are here to help you thrive. The Bank of Tioga banks businesses, and we are here for you. Imagine if you had more time for what really matters. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
As we come back, we got a long pass as not sure that Brody Odegaard wanted to draw that play up as Jaron Ron threw it out of bounds the length of the floor, so it'll come back to the Longhorns underneath their own basket. Montano this time will trigger the inbounds pass for the Longhorns. Here's Wrench with it, almost mishandled as Moberg got his hands on it, but it'll stay with the Longhorns. 27-24 with 4:29 remaining here in the half. I want to thank my producer, James Myers, my cameraman, Aaron Griffin, as Tucker Lee goes in with his 6th point of the night. I like the way this kid plays. Here's Moberg. Moberg off the glass. Can't finish, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Fouls whistled against number 1, Clayton Hall, his first of the night. As Moberg toes the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe. Moberg with 2 points in the first quarter. Puts up the first one, hits the bottom of the net. Good shot there by Moberg. Back up to a 2-point lead, 28-26 as Lee comes into the free throw lane a little bit late, but Moberg misses the second of 2 free throws. Here's Wrench into the front court, crosses it. Now back over to Montano with a bounce pass into Hall. Hall triple team, back out to Montano for 3, no good. As that rebound is brought back into play and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clayton Hall. Good effort there by Mr. Hall. And nobody there for the Longhorns to pick that ball up, but a great effort by Clayton. 28-26 with just under 4 minutes to play here in the half. They get the ball into Lallam. Weston, the sophomore, goes over to Ron, another sophomore for the Pirates. Jaron Ron loses it, goes over to Moberg, and off the fingertips, kind of a poor pass by the Pirates. Their 6th turnover of the quarter. They've got 10 in the game so far here in the first half, 3:45 remaining. Down low, and here's a breakup by Lane Lenzen. Ball's on the deck as Moberg hustling, and they get it down to Lallam, the turnover number 2 against the Longhorns. Here is Lallam driving, weaving in and out, gets over to Moberg. Moberg hits the side of the backboard on the shot, tries to get it inside, but the ball is going to go out of bounds. Last touched by the Longhorns as we have another sub. It'll be Bentley Kaniainen checking in for the Longhorns. Deep pass again. They try it again, and it's the second time in a row that they've tried that and turned it over both times. As the Longhorns can't capitalize on it. And here's another pass down low into the front court by Moberg. Over to Lenzen. Now into the hands of Lallam. Lallam picks up his dribble and gets mauled. But it's going to be a jump ball. That'll be a possession arrow change as the ball, possession arrow favors the Longhorns. Exactly 3 minutes remaining here in the half. Been a lot of whistles. A lot of fouls. Down low, here's Kaniainen, goes off of his knee, and it'll stay with the Longhorns. 2:45 remaining, 28-26. Montano will trigger the inbounds pass. They throw it into the backcourt. No trouble as Kaniainen goes over to pick it up. Now it's Wrench giving the ball up to Lee. One dribble goes over to the right wing. Here's Montano going in from the paint. Can't finish. No good. Rebound by Lenzen. Now has his pockets picked, and it's going to be Montano putting it down as Lane Lenzen will pick up his first personal foul. Montano puts it down for his 6th point of the night, and he'll go to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe to shoot the and one. We're all tied up as Rice will check in along with Drew Erickson. Wyatt Rice will check in for Tioga. Drew Erickson for the Longhorns. As Montano looking to give the lead to the Longhorns for the first time here tonight. As he rolls in and out, no good, but the rebound off the fingertips of Tioga. Here's Erickson pulling the trigger from 3. That one's no good. Ball back into play. And here is Grimes with it. Grimes goes in. Now stops, puts it up off the glass, can't finish. And now here is Moberg. Helter-skelter basketball right now, both teams. Over to Grimes, had a wide open look with the dribble, looking for somebody to throw it to, finds Lallam at the top of the key. Lallam with one dribble gives it up to Moberg. Now over to Ron, drives, splits the seams off the glass, no good, but he's going to go to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe to shoot 2 as that foul whistle against number 2. That is number 30, number 2, Drew Erickson with his 3rd personal foul. So Jaron Ron heads to the free throw line. First free throw by Ron is good here at the Ship. Graham Schaefer checks in for Tioga, replacing Gunnar Moberg. Myers checks in for the Longhorns along with number 12, Osmondson. Second free throw is off the front iron, no good for Ron. Almost thrown away as that ball is out of bounds, kind of an unforced turnover. That's turnover number 5 against the Longhorns here in the quarter. Number 9 in the quarter against Lewis and Clark. It'll be Pirate basketball right in front of the Longhorns bench. They get it down into Schaefer. Lallam again from 3, good. Lallam's got another one. Weston now almost picks that ball up, but Lallam's sharpshooting from that left wing for sure. Has got 2 3-pointers. Total of 8 points tonight so far. Bounce pass into Kaniainen, and it goes off the fingers of Jaron Ron. It'll stay with the Longhorns. Pirates now up to a 4-point lead with 1:23 remaining. Wrench will trigger the inbounds. Gets it into Kaniainen. Almost a steal. Here's Tucker Lee, and he's going to get fouled. That one's going to go against Michael Grimes. That'll be his second personal foul. That's the 4th team foul call. It's a non-shooting foul for the Longhorns. Next one against Tioga puts the Longhorns at the line for the double bonus. Down to Lee along the baseline, stops. Kick out back to Osmondson. Now here's Kaniainen. Kaniainen goes up, blocked there and altered by Schaefer. Schaefer comes away with it, now is in trouble, and the ball goes off the leg of the Pirates. Graham Schaefer, but a great effort by Graham Schaefer. Just couldn't hang on to it. Got kind of double teamed down there. So the Longhorns with the basketball. Myers looking inside, goes out to Kaniainen. He pulls the trigger from 3. That's no good. This time Lallam's got the ball, brings it into the front court in a hurry, gives it up to Grimes. Michael with the drive, gets his pockets picked by Tucker Lee. Down low to Kaniainen. Kaniainen with a nice spin move, no good. As the Pirates throw it into the backcourt. Picked off there. Here's Lee again from the left elbow. That one's no good. And we are all over the place tonight. My goodness. Here is Ron going over to Lallam. 15 seconds to go. Here's Schaefer with a kick out to Grimes. Got a look from 3 and rattles it home. Michael Grimes with a 3-pointer from the Tioga Ace Hardware 3-point line. Here's Tucker Lee out to Osmondson. Got to hurry, doesn't get it off as the buzzer sounds to end the first half of play. 15 points put on by the Pirates. They've got 35. The Longhorns have got 14 points put up. They've got 28. 35-28. We'll head to the locker room, and we'll come back with our Bank of Tioga halftime report after this break in action.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
Nesset is here to provide services to the oil and gas industry. We have a fabulous, fabulous geologic jackpot right here in North Dakota. And what we are doing is providing and developing this resource to be used for years, decades, and generations to come. I look forward to a great future right here in Tioga, North Dakota.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
Skin by Legacy Tioga opened doors February 2024. Skin by Legacy is a branch of the Minot location Legacy Health Clinic. Our goal is to bring big city conveniences to the rural and surrounding communities. We offer a number of aesthetic services and more. Skin by Legacy Tioga is open Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can find our link to book by Googling Skin by Legacy, by Facebook or Instagram, where you could book at either location. A healthier you starts here. Now accepting new patients.
As we bring it back here, gives us a chance to look at our Skin by Legacy sponsorship. Faces in the crowd. Visit legacyhealthclinic.org as our executive producer, David Peterson, getting a night off tonight from GameDay Media. We're going to be busy here for the rest of this week. No doubt he's going to be busy as well, but taking the night off tonight, watching some basketball here from the ship. That is Skin by Legacy. You can visit legacyhealthclinic.org/Tioga to schedule an appointment or consult with Sarah in the Tioga office on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sarah also serves the Stanley office on Wednesdays. That is Skin by Legacy. And as we take a look at the book here on our Bank of Tioga halftime report, the Tioga Pirates in the first half were 13 out of 23 from the field, 6 out of 12 from the charity stripe. They knocked down 3 3-pointers, Weston Lallam with 2 of those, and they committed 12 first half turnovers. The Longhorns were 9 out of 24 from the field. They shot 8 out of 17 from the charity stripe. They knocked down 1 3-pointer in that first, 2 3-pointers in that first half, and they committed only 9 first half turnovers. Individual numbers go this way. 8 players scoring for the Pirates. Leading the way with 8 points was Weston Lallam on the strength of 2 3-pointers and 1 deuce for a total of 8 points. 7 points put in by the senior Diego Garcia. 6 points added in by the sophomore Jaron Ron. 4 points for Lane Lenzen, having a nice second quarter for the Pirates. 3 points each for Michael Grimes and Gunnar Moberg, and rounding out the scoring with 2 points each was Rylan Hollingshead and Wyatt Rice. 6 players scoring for the Longhorns. Leading the way with 10 points was Parker Nesham. He had 5 in the first quarter, 5 in the second quarter, ends the half with 10 points. 6 points each for Alfonso Montano and Tucker Lee. 3 points added in by Clayton Hall off the bench for head coach Josh Johnson. And Hank Osmondson and Rylan Myers each with 1 point for a total of 28 first half points. Drew Erickson had a total of 3 personal fouls. He's in a little bit of foul trouble for the Longhorns. For the Pirates, Rylan Hollingshead with 3 personal fouls. Michael Grimes, Wyatt Rice, and Diego Garcia each with 2 personal fouls. Once again, your halftime score sponsored by by NCC here on our Bank of Tioga halftime report. It is the Tioga Pirates 35 and the Lewis and Clark Longhorns 28. We're going to step aside. We'll come back with the start of our second half after this timeout. You're watching GameDay Media.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by...
Established in 1938, Ray Farmers Union Elevator is now your full-service grain and agronomy service facility in northwest North Dakota. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we can assist you with everything from buying the seed in the spring to burn down in the fall. Get more done in a day with Ray Farmers Union Elevator.
Our Community Rewards checking account not only offers cash back, but also gives you...
Rivera Bank is an employee and director-owned community bank, here to serve you as you forge your path ahead, offering the robust digital services you want with the warm local feel you expect.
Fisher Family Chiropractic in Williston and Ray, where healthy families grow. From pregnancy to infants to grandparents, our gentle, natural care keeps your whole family aligned, active, and feeling their best. Always welcoming new patients in our Williston and Ray offices. Build lifelong wellness together. Come see why we have been voted Best of the Bakken for 8 years in a row in Williston and Ray.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality. Our trauma center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology department. Our physical, occupational, speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunization. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. Schedule an appointment by calling us at 701-628-2505 and find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime. And as we continue on and close up our Bank of Tioga halftime report, the Pirates with a 7-point lead, 35-28. We have a couple of live read sponsors that we want to get in here, including the Faith Baptist Church located over in Kenmare, North Dakota, with Pastor Mike Fronfelter. Sunday school at 9:45, worship service at 11 o'clock each and every Sunday over there in Kenmare at Faith Baptist. Also want to thank the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club supporting the Ranchers, as well as the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws over there in Powers Lake, North Dakota. Coach Brody Odegaard giving some final instructions to his Tioga Pirates team wearing their white uniforms tonight, as we about ready to start our second half here. It'll be Pirates basketball. And it'll be Jaron Ron triggering the inbounds pass as they line up 4 deep on the half-court line. They could have had Rylan Hollingshead on a breakaway. Didn't look at him. Here's Lallam coming into the front court, picks up his dribble, goes over to Hollingshead. Hollingshead gets a screen, goes along the baseline. Down low, it's Garcia, and Garcia with the first bucket of the second half. He's got 9 points. Good start for the Pirates. Here's Wrench attacking the basket. That's no good. And it's going to be another foul called against Tioga, this time against number 34, Diego Garcia. That is his third personal foul, as Samuel Wrench goes into the free throw line looking for his first point of the night. Free throws off the back iron. That's no good. (37-28) just underway here in the second half. Wrench with the second free throw, and that one's perfect. Sam, the 5'10" sophomore, gets his name in the book with his first point of the night as Hollingshead hurries into the front court. As Hollingshead almost gets his pockets picked and then throws the ball away. Turnover number 13 against Tioga. Long pass up to Montano. Now the Longhorns throw it away. So consecutive turnovers, one by each team. The ball belongs to the Pirates. 37-29. Again, full court pressure put on by the Longhorns. They get it into Hollingshead. He breaks the press. Hollingshead with a little spin move off the glass, left hand, no good. The putback by Moberg, and Moberg gets another bucket for Tioga, and it's a 10-point lead, 39-29. And here's the ball thrown into the stands. Another turnover here in the third quarter for the Longhorns, their second. Ron finds Hollingshead. Hollingshead comes into the front court. Moberg off the glass, no good. The ball goes up, tipped up there by Diego Garcia, and that one goes in. Wow, what a play by Garcia. I don't know if he meant to do it, but it counts 2 points for him. That shot put up no good, as the ball last touch by the Longhorns, and Pirates now leading by 12. We'll have to take a look at that replay again. Take a look at that last play by Diego Garcia. Off the glass. That is good. We'll step aside. We'll come back after this timeout.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union Insurance agent. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply are companies that specialize in gas flow measurement and equipment, along with a fully stocked oil field parts and supply warehouse in the Bakken. Give them a call at 701-664-9425 or stop by today.
Continental Resources is proudly independent and fiercely pro-American energy. American-produced oil and natural gas will play a critical role in America's and the world's energy future. So will we. We are deeply invested in our communities in North and South Dakota, Montana, Oklahoma, Wyoming, and Texas. Visit CLR.com for job opportunities. We are Continental Resources, America's energy champion.
As we bring it back live out of that Nessa timeout, the Pirates on a deep pass find Hollingshead. Hollingshead with the left hand, in for two. Take a look at that RTC Networks instant replay. Perfect throw by Ron, finding Hollingshead on a breakaway for the easy 2-point bucket. Myers goes over to Kanianen, picks up his dribble, now gets it back, gets his own rebound, goes up hard, blocked there by Ron, and it'll be a foul called against the Pirates, Jaron Ron. That's his second personal foul, and it sends Bentley Kanianen to the charity stripe looking for his first point of the night. First one's up and rattles it home for his first free throw. 43-30 with 6:19 to go here in the third quarter. Second one rattles home as well. So 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. All the points coming for the Longhorns in the third quarter from the Service Valley Dental Group free throw line. Now here is a pick away, and we're going to have a foul called against the Pirates. It's going to go against number 5, Jaron Ron. That's Ron's third personal foul. (43-31). Hollingshead playing with 3 fouls. Garcia playing with 3 fouls. And now Jaron Ron playing for 3 fouls. That ball off the backboard, no good as Ron pulls down the rebound. And then we have a traveling called against Tioga. Yerksen will trigger the inbounds pass underneath his own basket for the Longhorns. Get it out to Kanianen. Kanianen drives hard. Little dipsy doodle, puts it in for 2. Nice looking play there by Bentley. 10-point lead for Tioga. Bounce pass in. The Pirates keep throwing the ball away. Turnover number 4 in the quarter as Graham Schaefer will check in for Diego Garcia, as Grimes will check in for Hollingshead. Both leaving with 3 personal fouls here with 5:35 to go in the quarter. Here's Wrench. Wrench with the bounce pass to Myers. Over to Tucker Lee along the baseline, kind of running into trouble. Gets it out to Myers. Throws it up from 3. He had his 3-point line. That is Ryland with the 3-pointer. Cross-court pass to Grimes. They missed Schaefer, and then they throw it away again. Turnover number 5. Bounce pass down to Myers running the floor. The big fella puts it in for 2. Pirates imploding. Timeout on the floor. They need one. 4:51 to go. They led by 11 not too long ago. The lead's now only 5. We'll be back after this timeout. You're watching GameDay Media.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Since 1952, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake serves Burt County and the surrounding areas with a full suite of financial services. We are committed to being your bank of friendly service. Liberty State Bank, FDIC insured. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
As we come back, 43-38 out of the Nesset timeout. Nesset located in Tioga, North Dakota. Talk to them about their custom business packages. Now hiring. Visit nessetconsulting.com. Grimes will trigger the inbounds, gets it into Weston Lallam. Lallam gets challenged by Lee in the backcourt. He's got to hurry. And that's a inadvertent whistle. And they get it down low to Jaron Ron. Ron goes up hard off the glass for two. Moberg almost had the steal, but it'll stay with the Longhorns as Montano will check in for Wrench. Parker Nesham will check in for Rylan Myers for the Longhorns. Again, welcome in to our listeners on KTGO 1090 AM and 92.7 FM here from the Ship in Tioga. Here is a shot put up, and we're going to have a shooting foul call against Tioga. It's going to go against number 1, Michael Grimes. That's his third personal foul. Tucker Lee heads to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe to shoot two, and the first one goes off the front iron, back iron, and falls away, no good. The 5'9" sophomore averaging 7 points a game. He's got 6 right now. Second one is no good as well as Schaefer goes high for the rebound for Tioga. Up front, here's Moberg with a little flick pass. Now Grimes almost lost it, goes over to Ron. Ron with it, bounce pass into Schaefer. Schaefer, nice little move, can't convert and finish. Longhorns come away with it. Here is Tucker Lee. Lee gets challenged, goes to Nesham for 3. That's no good. As Lee puts the ball off the legs of Jaron Ron, and it'll stay with the Longhorns. That'll bring Wyatt Rice into the game. He'll replace Michael Grimes for Tioga. Here is Bentley. Bentley goes inside. Down low to Nesham. Reverse layup is no good. And the rebound takes away for Tioga. Almost lost it to Montano. Bounce pass to Lallam. Pass into Schaefer. Schaefer off the glass, no good. Ron there for the putback and finish. Nice play there. Follow up by Jaron Ron. He's got 10. 47-38. Here's Nesham. Kick out to Bentley. Bentley for 3 and rings a bell from a deep three-pointer. That's a Tioga Ace Hardware three-pointer located right here in Tioga, North Dakota. Ron tries to match him, and he does. Jaron Ron starting to heat up for Tioga. He's got 7 in the quarter, 13 in the game. The sophomore for Tioga. Lee giving the ball up to Montano. Now it's Erickson over to Kaniainen. He goes for 3 again. Rattles in and out. Went halfway down. Didn't fall through. Moberg in a hurry. Drives in the paint. Gives it to Rice. Out on top to Schaefer. Schaefer with the dribble. Loses the handle on it. Goes to the floor. Lands in the hands of the Longhorns. Long pass up to Kaniainen off the glass for 2. Turnover cost him 2 points. 50-43. And here's numbers as Moberg challenges Erickson, and it'll be an offensive foul called against Gunnar Moberg. Moberg picks up his first personal foul. And he'll come out of the game along with Graham Schaefer. Pirates now with 5 fouls, with 2:18 remaining. Lane Lenzen back into the game for head coach Brody Odegaard and the Tioga Pirates. Lane, a sophomore, standing 6'1". Had some good minutes in the second quarter for Tioga. Here's Nesham driving the baseline, runs out of real estate. Doesn't matter as he kisses it off the glass for 2. Nesham now with 12 points for the Longhorns. It's like a football game out here. Turnover for Tioga, and there is a missed shot by Bentley, and the ball is going to be slapped out of bounds. Last touched by Wyatt Rice. 50-45, 1:41 remaining as Clayton Hall will check in. The 6'1" junior. Osmondson gets it to Hall. Hall back over to Osmondson. Hank drives off the glass, puts it in for 2 and 1. Hank Osmondson with his first field goal of the night. Goes to the charity stripe to shoot the and 1. Try to get the Longhorns to within 2. 50-47 right now. Hank toes the stripe and calmly puts it in for the 3-point play. He's got 4 points now, and here's a steal as Montano goes in off the steal, and it's another bucket. Pirates get it into Ron. Here's Hollingshead. Hollingshead goes in. And then we're going to have a foul called against the Longhorns. Going to go against number 4, Alfonso Montano, as Ryland Myers will check in for Montano, along with Samuel Wrench for Parker Nesham. We're all tied up at 50-50. Lane Lenzen, another bucket. The sophomore with 6 steady points here in the contest, giving good minutes to Brody Odegaard and the Tioga Pirates. Out to Hall. Hall one dribble, gives it up to Lee. Lee pulls the trigger from 3, no good. Reverse layup by Clayton Hall with a dandy little reverse layup for Hall. 52-52 as Lane Lenzen goes high to keep that ball from going into the stands. Now here is Jaron Ron from the left elbow, no good. Ryland Hollingshead goes up and he's going to be fouled. It'll be a shooting foul for Ryland Hollingshead. Foul call again, Hank Osmondson. His second personal. As Ryland Hollingshead with 4 points on the night can give the lead back to Tioga on this first free throw, and rattles in and out, no good. Garcia will check in for the Pirates along with Michael Grimes. And it's going to be Ryland Hollingshead at the Service Valley Dental Group charity stripe to shoot the second of 2 free throws. He's off on that one as well. Wyatt Rice gets the rebound, no good. There is Garcia putting up the shot. That's no good as the ball will stay with Tioga. A couple of missed opportunities for the Pirates. 33 seconds remaining as Hollingshead will trigger the inbounds pass. Goes inside to Lenzen. Lenzen spin move off the glass, no good. He's going to go to the charity stripe to shoot 2 more. Foul whistled against number 20, Samuel Wrench for the Longhorns, and Lane Lenzen, the 6'1" sophomore, heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's up, and that one is no good as well. Pirates so far 0 for 3 from the free throw line here in the third quarter. Second free throw by Lane is good. Perfect shot by Lenzen. The lead is 1 for Tioga, 53-52. Under 25 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Into Myers. Myers pulls the trigger, no good. Rice with the rebound. And here comes Tioga. And now we're going to have an offensive foul called against Michael Grimes. Michael Grimes just picked up his 4th personal foul on the putting his shoulder down, and it'll bring in Gunnar Moberg. 53-52. 12.9 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Almost goes over and back. Good job there by Osmundson to keep that from happening. Here is Hall. Missing it, intercepted there by Lane Lenzen's got to hurry off the glass at the buzzer for 2. Wow, what a play on the turnover by the Longhorns. Lane Lenzen able to put it in as the buzzer sounds to end the 3rd quarter. 55-52, we got a good one brewing here. Come back for 4th quarter action after this timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
Hungry? Head to the Food Barn in Powers Lake. Open Monday through Saturday with daily lunch specials, a full breakfast menu, and don't miss Taco Tuesday on the last Tuesday of every month. Try Michael's Alfredo Pasta. It's a local favorite. Come on down to the Food Barn, where good food meets great company.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the Country Store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the Country Store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store's been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
As we bring it back here for 4th quarter action, the Longhorns outscored the Pirates 24-20 in that 3rd quarter. And it's a 3-point lead for the Tioga Pirates as we start our Northwest Therapy Services start of our 4th quarter. Here is a ball on the deck. It's going to be picked up as that jump ball goes to Tioga. Here is Moberg. The bounce pass to Lenzen. Lenzen drives the paint, runs out of real estate. Kick out to Moberg. As Gunnar Moberg again with a drive, and there's going to be a blocking foul that's going to be called against number 11, Tucker Lee. Lee's first personal foul as they reset the team fouls here to start the 4th quarter. Pirates lead by 3, 55-52. Bounce pass in to Garcia. Garcia fakes, puts up the little floater, can't finish. Good rebound by Jaron Ron and one. Jaron Ron puts it down, gets fouled, heads to the free throw line. Ron now with 15 points on the night as Jaron will toe the stripe from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. Pirates leading by 5, 57-52. Free throws off the mark, no good. Here comes Montano over to Lee, give and go. Here's Bentley Canianen, what a nice move. As Canianen puts in 2 more. Here is Jaron Ron. Ron drives a baseline. That one goes off the glass. Jaron Ron now with 17 points. 59-54. Tucker Lee off the glass for the deuce. He's got 8 points. Back and forth here as Moberg splits the defense, now goes over, throws it away. Turnover, Tioga, they're 21st, and now the Longhorns will throw it away as well. 59-56. Hollingshead gets it into Lane Lenzen. Lenzen goes in off the glass right side, no good. The putback by Hollingshead, no good, and one. Rylan Hollingshead puts it down on the second opportunity and puts it down for the 2-point field goal, and he goes to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe looking for the 3-point play. Foul whistle against number 12, Hank Osmundson, as Hollingshead is perfect on the free throw attempt. Kaniainen. Over to Montano. Montano is going to be fouled. He'll go to shoot 2 free throws. Foul's called against number 34, Diego Garcia. That's his 4th personal foul, and that'll bring up Graham Schaefer right away, get him out of the game. As Montano toes the stripe to shoot 2. The first one's up and rattles in and out, no good. Schaefer will check in. Weston Lawlam will check in for Gunnar Moberg for the Pirates. Schaefer, the 6'2" sophomore. Montano with the second free throw is good. He's got 9 points now. It's a 5-point lead for the Pirates. Here's Weston Lawlam. Lawlam with the basketball, guarded there by Kaniainen. Going to be in trouble with 5 seconds here pretty quick. Here is Lawlam going up, gets his shot blocked, and there is a foul with the body called against number 12, Hank Osmundson. That's his 4th personal as Weston Lawlam heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. Lawlam with 8 points here tonight. Casts the first one and rattles it home. Drew Erickson will check in for Hank Osmundson for the Longhorns with 6:20 remaining. Second one by Lawlam is good, but we have a lane violation that's called against Tioga. So they take that point off the board. It's still a 6-point lead, 63-57 for Tioga. Looking for their second win of the season as Montano throws it into the bleachers. Unforced turnover by the Longhorns. Both coaches up, coaching their respective teams, and now the Pirates throw it away too. And we're going to have an offensive foul. This time it's going to go against number 23, I believe. Foul goes against number 23, Parker Nesham. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. That's Nesham's first personal foul with 6:11 to go. We'll bring it back after this quick timeout, short timeout. You're watching Game Day Media.
Bourgault is a premier implement manufacturer, and Green Ag, a division of Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, is a premier Bourgault dealer, receiving top dealer by territory and top service by territory the last several years. Sean Rapp, recognized as top salesman by territory the last 3 years. It's the result of a dedicated staff working hard to ensure customers receive the finest in Bourgault drill sales, parts, and service. Green Ag, a division of Farmers Union Oil Company in Kenmare, located in Mohall.
As we bring it out of that Nesset timeout, Nesset located right here on Highway 40 North in Tioga, North Dakota. You can talk to them about their custom business packages. Now hiring, visit NessetConsulting.com. Ball put on the floor, waiting for the Pirates. And then they throw it away for the 4th time doing that same play. Here is Kaniainen, and Kaniainen rings the bell from 3. From the Tioga Ace Hardware 3-point line. The lead is 3 as Schaefer gives it up to Lawlam. Very physical game here tonight. Lawlam is going to be fouled. It's going to go against number 23, Parker Nesham. That is his second personal. And that is team foul number 5, so it'll be the double bonus with 5:47 remaining here in the game. Every time the Longhorns foul, the Pirates will go for the double bonus, and Lawlam misses the front end, looking for his 10th point here tonight. Second one is also no good. Here's Kaniainen again, pulling the trigger from 3. Long rebound comes out to Lee. Over to Montano. Montano drives, little dipsy doodle. Good play there by Montano. And now we have a timeout that is going to be called right before the turnover. 63-62, 5:27 to go. Tell your friends and family we got a good game here at the Ship in Tioga. We'll be back. You're watching Game Day Media.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Based in Williston, North Dakota, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated is a veteran-owned and managed company. Busy Bees services include water hauling, hot oil services, cap string flushes, and much more. Busy Bees will approach any job, no matter how large or small, with 100% safety and commitment. We pride ourselves on giving back to the community that has given so much to us. Looking for the perfect career? Consider Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated. Find them at busybeeshotoilinc.com or give them a call at 701-572-9303 today.
As we bring it out of the Nessa timeout, Brody Odegaard allowed a timeout right before the Pirates were going to throw the ball away. So it'll be Jaron Ron triggering the inbounds pass for the Pirates. Against full court pressure, here's Garcia. Gives it up to Lallam. Lallam comes into the front court, goes behind his back, now gets a screen from Garcia. Looking for some help, finds Hollingshead, and Hollingshead in trouble, and it'll be tied up. As the possession arrow goes over to the Longhorns on another Tioga turnover. 24 turnovers. One of the things that Brody Odegaard talked about in our Lindsay Grocery coach's comments was the number of turnovers they had against center Stanton and still won the game. They're approaching that same amount. As the ball is on the deck, picked up by Lee, and Lee with 2 more points. He's got 10 points down. It's a lead for the Longhorns as here's Montano getting the foul against Jaron Ron, and Ron will hustle down to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. So the Pirates now trail by 1, 64-63. Jaron Ron, 3 dribbles, puts up the front end and missed another free throw. Pirates struggling from the free throw line right now. Second one is also missed, but the ball lands in the hands of Lallam. Didn't take the easy bunny. Here's Ron from the right elbow. That's too hard. And here is another foul called against Tioga. It's going to go against number 2, Rylan Hollingshead. That's his 4th personal foul. And it'll be a sub coming in for the Pirates as Hollingshead heads to the bench. Michael Grimes will come in for head coach Brody Odegaard. Fresh 35 goes on the shot clock as Tucker Lee will trigger the inbounds pass. Lee goes out high to Kaniainen. Now over to Erickson. Nesham at the top of the key drives. Little scoop shot, that's no good. We're going to have another foul call against Tioga. In the act of shooting, it's going to be a foul call against Gunnar Moberg. That's his 2nd personal foul, and it sends Parker Nesham to the charity stripe to shoot 2. To try to add on to this 1-point lead. First one's up and no good. Lane Lenzen will check in for Gunnar Moberg. 64-63. At one time, Pirates led by double digits, now trail by 1. Second one is good by Nesham. He's got 14 points. And turnover again by Tioga, the 5th of the quarter, 25th of the game. Down low, another easy bucket by Parker Nesham. Here's Lane Lenzen. Lenzen goes in. And then we're going to have a foul over the back called against the Longhorns. Foul's going to go against number 2. That is Drew Erickson picking up his 4th. And it'll be a shooting opportunity from the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe for Diego Garcia. Garcia with 11 points on the night so far. First one up by Garcia is good. Garcia is perfect from the free throw line tonight, going 4 out of 4. Gets the Pirates to within 3. Diego's second one is off the mark. Rebound tap back to Jaron Ron. Ron goes in with the left hand. What a nice play there by Jaron Ron. Down low. Here is Nesham kicking it out to Kaniainen. He's got a look from 3, and he's got another one. Kaniainen, sharpshooter. Averages 13.5 points for the Longhorns. Here's Grimes going in. Eurostep, puts it up and gets it to fall. And then we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well. Wow, we've got a good game brewing here. The Pirates trail by 2, 70-68. We'll be back after this short timeout.
Tioga makes taking care of your family easy with the convenience of finding your dentist, insurance agent, and bank all on the same street, and the luxury of having them all know you by name. And just minutes away, you'll find excellent schools and comprehensive health care. Everything you need to look, feel, and live your best is right here in Tioga.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brian and Eric Johnson with Investors Advisor Group at LPL Financial are here to ensure the success of our clients. We can help you meet your financial goals. Give us a call at 572-3246 to arrange an appointment today.
Jorgensen Lumber and Minn Kota Windows are proud supporters of Game Day Media and our area athletics. For all of your building needs, both agricultural and residential, contact Jorgensen Lumber in Powers Lake at 701-464-5504.
As we come out of the Nesset timeout, Nesset located right here in Tioga, North Dakota. You can find them at nessetconsulting.com. It'll be Longhorn basketball. They have the lead by 2, looking for their first win of the year here against the Tioga Pirates at their home court at the Ship in Tioga. Montano back into the game for the Longhorns. Deep 3 by Nesham as Nesham puts it in for the three-pointer. Pirates struggling to inbound the basketball. Another turnover, and here's Grimes. Grimes going in, coast to coast off the glass. The quick sophomore puts it in for another 2 points. He's got 7. And then we're going to have a foul that's going to be whistled against number 10, Weston Lallam. That's his second personal foul. That's the 4th team foul with 3:05 to go. 73-70. 3:05 remaining here as Montano gets the ball inbounded to him. Tucker Lee guarded there by Weston Lallam. Tucker left wide open, short-armed it. Weston Lallam comes up with the rebound. Lallam gives it up to Grimes. Now Grimes looks inside, fakes left, goes right. Off the glass, no good. Lee there, Lenzen for the rebound. Michael Grimes with the 2-point field goal. Grimes hanging around, gets the benefit, and it's a 1-point lead for the Longhorns. 2:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Out on top, it's Nesham giving the ball up to Osmondson. Osmondson drives, stops in the paint. Here is Kaniainen with another deep three-pointer. My goodness, that's from the locker room almost. 76-72. Grimes goes into the front court, gives it up to Lane Lenzen. Lane goes to Jaron Ron, goes to the baseline. Jaron with a kick out to Grimes for three. No good. As the rebound picked up there by Lenzen. Lenzen from the right elbow. That's too hard. And another rebound pulled in by the Longhorns, and then they throw it away. Too much of a hurry. Josh Johnson says, slow it down. We're ahead. 1:47 remaining as Hollingshead and Moberg will check in for Garcia and Lane Lenzen. It'll be Jaron Ron triggering the inbounds. They're down by 4, the Pirates are, with 1:45 to go. Lane Lenzen out of the game right now for the Pirates. Weston Lallam for three. Weston Lallam puts it in for another three-pointer. His third of the night. It's a 1-point game. The Longhorns lead by 1, and then they throw it away. The Longhorns turn the ball over as Tucker Lee will check back in for the Longhorns. It'll be Tioga basketball as Hank Osmondson checks out of the game, as Sam Wrench will also check in for head coach Josh Johnson. As Hollingshead with the basketball. Hollingshead in a hurry. Bounce pass to Moberg, lost the handle on it, turned it over, and then we got a call for the travel. Pirates were lucky on that one. 1:14 to go. They're going to post up Diego Garcia down low against Drew Erickson. They're going to give the ball to Jaron Ron. He'll take it out of bounds, gives it to Rylan Hollingshead. Hollingshead backs down, kick out to Lallam. Lallam for deep three. Bingo! Weston Lallam rings the bell again from 3. The Pirates lead by 2. Here are the Longhorns in the paints. Bounce pass down, and we're going to have a foul that's going to be whistled against Tioga's Gunnar Moberg. That's his third. So Samuel Wrench will go to the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe. No, it's going to be, Samuel Wrench will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's up and good. He's got 2 points on the night, can tie it up with a second free throw. A 5'10" sophomore for head coach Josh Johnson toes the stripe. Second one's too hard as Hollingshead goes high for the rebound as Lallam will come into the front court. Now gives the ball up to Ron. Ron with it. Gets a screen from Garcia. Ron has trouble with it. And then it's going to be going into the backcourt, almost thrown away. Here's Hollingshead going over to Lallam. Lallam's with the hot hand, gets called for the travel. 31.5 seconds to go. Pirates leading by 1, 78-77. Pirates a little pressure in the backcourt. Now we've got 5 players on the floor for the Longhorns. Montano gives it up to Lee. Lee in a hurry, goes up, off the glass for 2. Wow, what a play. The Longhorns lead by 1, and now we're going to have a foul called against the Longhorns. It's going to go against number 12, Hank Osmondson, and Osmondson just fouled out of the game with 21.5 seconds remaining. His night is over. He leaves with a total of 3 games as Parker Nesham will check in for the fouled out Hank Osmondson. Hollingshead, the senior for Tioga, toes the stripe. First one's up and in. Hollingshead now with 8 points on the night as we're all tied up 79-79. Second one is in and out, no good, and then we're going to have a foul called over the back. It'll be called against, I believe, number 34. That is Diego Garcia. And Garcia has fouled out of the game. With 20.9 seconds to go, Garcia leaves with a total of 12 points. Gets a nice round of applause as Lane Lenzen will check in. And Graham Schaefer will check in for Gunnar Moberg. Drew Erickson gets the roll. His first point of the night coming from the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe. Gives a lead. And then we have a lane violation called against Montano. So, the Pirates with 20.9 seconds to go have a chance to win it at the buzzer here. Here is Weston Lallam with the hot hand. And then there is a timeout that has been called by Brody Odegaard. 80-79, 12.7 seconds to go. It's a full timeout. We'll come back after 30 seconds.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by...
With 40 years of service to Northwest North Dakota, Jan Costin CPA in Kenmare provides trusted accounting and tax services for individuals, corporations, estates, and partnerships. Call 385-4263 today. Your numbers are in good hands with Costin CPA. The Northwest Sportsmen's Association of Tioga, a proud supporter of youth and outdoor recreation in our local community. We're aiming high, keeping it local, and building the future for outdoor events. Join us in making a difference. The Northwest Sportsmen Association, where the outdoors brings us together.
The Western Education Regional Cooperative is designed to promote collaboration among school districts. One of the main ways we help is to provide professional development in reading, math, classroom management, and data training throughout the 44,000 square miles our region is comprised of, from Golva to Granora.
Here we go, 12.7 seconds to go. The Pirates will have the basketball underneath. Nope, along the near sidelines. They're down by one. They bounce pass it into Hollingshead. Hollingshead drives in with a kick out off the glass. Gets called for the offensive foul. His night is done. He leaves the game with 8.8 seconds remaining. He leaves with a total of 8 points as Hollingshead is fouled out of the game, and they'll bring in Caden Holte and Wyatt Rice. So the action here will be immediate foul. But we're going to keep it right here. There's a timeout that has been recognized. It'll be a full timeout, but we're going to give our live read sponsors another mention here tonight, including the Divide County Quarterbacks Club up in Crosby, North Dakota. Also want to thank the Faith Baptist Church over in Kenmare, North Dakota. The North Shore Plaza PTO supporting the Wildcats and the Longhorns down there in North Shore Plaza. The Tioga Pirates Booster Club. The Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club. There, that's all of them. Good job, James. 80-79 as the Longhorns have the 1 point lead, and I'm sure the first thing that's going to happen out of the inbound will be a foul for the Pirates as they brought in Caden Holte along with Wyatt Rice to keep Jaron Ron in foul trouble. Right now, the final score over at Nedrose tonight, the Tioga Lady Pirates with an 8-point victory over Nedrose to keep their wins going. 5 seconds remaining as Kenny Einen will trigger the inbounds pass. Everybody's got a player as they're going to want to try to get the ball in play, and there's going to be an immediate foul there for Drew Erickson as Gunnar Moberg has just picked up his 4th personal foul. I don't think Hollingshead can go back in. He's fouled out of the game. And Erickson will be at the line to go with the double bonus as that foul was called against number 3, Gunnar Moberg, with his 4th personal foul with 7.9 seconds remaining. As Erickson's first free throw is up and in. Still a one-possession game if you're a Pirate fan, as no Longhorns are along the free throw line. Erickson there by himself for the Longhorns. Second free throw is up, and that one's no good. Here the Pirates come, trailing by 2. Here's Lallum. Lallum at the buzzer, no good. And that's your final score. The Longhorns have come from behind to take down the Tioga Pirates 81-79. What a game we had here tonight as the Longhorns get their first win of the season. Wow, what a game here on GameDay Media. Good hand by all the fans here in attendance. The traditional handshake at midcourt as the Longhorns get their first win on the season, 81-79. We're going to head down to the floor, see if we can catch up with the winning head coach, Josh Johnson. And when we come back, it'll be time for our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. We'll be back after this timeout.
The Western Education Regional Cooperative is designed to promote collaboration among school districts. One of the main ways we help is to provide professional development in reading, math, classroom management, and data training throughout the 44,000 square miles our region is comprised of. From Golva to Granora, we are here to serve our schools. Let's go to work.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready to go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch source beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
At St. Luke's Medical Center, we care for our community with compassion and excellence. We are proud to be named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the nation. You can count on us today and tomorrow. Call now to schedule your next visit.
Welcome to Stanley. Our local businesses have the home field advantage, a community where tradition meets progress. Discover the charm of our past and the promise of our future, a winning combination. Support local, shop local, and be a part of something special. Take the home field advantage at visitstanley.org and follow us on Facebook. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share.
Growing family? The City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you.
Hey, and as we bring it back here to our DNL Paraffin postgame show and our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, the freshman, Bentley Kaniainen, right? That's how you say it? Yep. Man, what a performance from that three-point line. You're feeling it tonight, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, so what's it feel like for you as a freshman getting your first win of the season here on the road?
It was definitely stressful, but the trust I have in my teammates and myself throughout the season is just building consistently, so.
Yeah, so great performance tonight. Congratulations. We'll let you get down and celebrate with your team. Good job. Great game for Bentley. And the coach is here too. So Josh Johnson coming in. And so they're all kinds of fired up tonight.
Yeah, it's our first win as a new co-op. So yeah, they've been working so hard for this, and so to finally see what that hard work does.
You guys were down by double digits at one point in this game, but you battled back. Man, your freshman there, Bentley, was draining some of the big three-pointers. That's got to be a good feeling now that the kids have got a lot of confidence now going on for the rest of the season, right?
I mean, that was the biggest thing that these guys are missing is confidence. So that's what this game will hopefully do, give us a little confidence, like, hey, you do belong, and we can just keep rolling from there.
We're going to let you go, see if you can get a water bath here. Josh Johnson of the Lewis and Clark Longhorns here on our DNL Paraffin Postgame Show. We'll wrap things up as we continue on from the DNL Paraffin Postgame Show. Back after this timeout.
How it's always been done isn't good enough. When it comes to your farm, your family, and your future, you deserve better. At Howland Insurance Services, we specialize in how insurance should be done. We creatively customize farm and ranch insurance to meet your marketing goals and minimize risk, providing the protection that you need. We help lessen your dependence on the bank and set you up for long-term success. Contact us today to build a brighter, more secure tomorrow.
NCC Video is everything you love about cable TV in a portable package. Watch shows live or record them wherever you are, whether you're at home or on the go, even out of state. No more fighting over what's on TV, because everyone can watch what they want, when they want, on their own devices, all for the same price or less than you're paying today. We'll even get you set up at home and show you how to use it. NCC Video. Take your TV with you.
Hey Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology, respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
Tabak Harvesting has been in business for more than 20 years. We are a family-run operation that operates 2 gleaner combines with all the supporting equipment needed to take your crop off efficiently. This year, we will be offering in-field bagging to help with the efficiency and storage if needed. In addition, we are offering trucking in the wintertime to help get your crop to market. We would love to have your business. Look us up on Facebook or call us at 405-612-7990.
The Western Education Regional Cooperative is designed to promote collaboration among school districts. One of the main ways we help is to provide professional development in reading, math, classroom management, and data training throughout the 44,000 square miles our region is comprised of. From Golva to Granora, we are here to serve our schools. Let's go to work.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brian and Eric Johnson with Investors Advisor Group at LPL Financial are here to ensure the success of our clients. We can help you meet your financial goals. Give us a call at 572-3246 to arrange an appointment today.
Jorgensen Lumber and Minn Kota Windows are proud supporters of GameDay Media and our area athletics. For all of your building needs, both agricultural and residential, contact Jorgensen Lumber in Powers Lake at 701-464-5504.
Wow, what a game here tonight on GameDay Media. Between the District 5 Tioga Pirates and the District 6 Lewis and Clark Longhorns. I think it's District 6. Maybe I got to check that. They might be District 5 as well. I wrote down D6, but that could be an error. But anyway, the Longhorns, with their first win of the season, increase their record to 1-4 on the season, getting their first victory on the road here tonight with a 2-point win over the Tioga Pirates, 81-79. As we take a look at the book tonight, the Longhorns were 29 out of 53 from the field, shot 17 out of 33 from the free throw line, knocked in 8 3-pointers, and committed 19 turnovers in the contest tonight.
On the other side, the Tioga Pirates were 29 out of 47 from the field, only 11 out of 27 from the free throw line. They had 6 three-pointers themselves. They committed 28 turnovers as the Longhorns took the lead in the fourth quarter with 4:54 remaining in the quarter to sneak out a 2-point victory after trailing by more than 10 points at one point during this game. Kept on fighting and get this first victory tonight on the road for the Longhorns. Individual numbers go this way. Bentley Kaniainen with 20 points tonight, 19 points added by Parker Nesham. 14 points for Tucker Lee, 11 points for Alfonso Montano. 5 points for Clayton Hall, 3 points for Hank Osmondson, and 2 points each for Drew Erickson and Samuel Wrench. Drew Erickson with 2 big free throws as the quarter wound down in the fourth quarter to snag that 2-point victory, 81-79. For the Pirates, a lot of balanced scoring tonight. Leading the way with 19 points was Jaron Ron. 15 points added by Weston Lallam. Lallam kept him in the game with 4 three-pointers tonight. 12 points added by Diego Garcia. 9 points each for Michael Grimes and Lane Lenzen. 8 points for Rylan Hollingshead. Gunnar Moberg added 5 points, and Wyatt Rice contributed 2 for a total of 79 points tonight. The Pirates come up 2 points short. Congratulations to Josh Johnson getting your first victory as the Longhorns coach this year with a 81-79 win over the Tioga Pirates. As we take a look at our schedule, we're a busy night tomorrow night as we head over to Trenton with the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers boys taking on the Trenton Tigers tomorrow. Dylan Loper and David Peterson will be on the call down there in Trenton. I'll head down to Parshall for a girls-boys doubleheader beginning at 6 o'clock p.m. as the Ray Jays travel down to Parshall to take on the Braves in that doubleheader. Boys action from the Rough Rider Center tomorrow night as the Stanley Blue Jays travel into Watford City to take on the Wolves at the Rough Rider Center. On Thursday, we got more ball games in store for you. Got 2 of them you can see on your scoreboard, on your screen there, as Tioga Pirates travel up to Crosby to take on the Maroons. Southard Eagles taking on the Alexander Comets down in Alexander. Titus Stenberg, David Peterson will be on the call there. And on Friday, 3 games set for you on Friday, including the boys Ranchers versus the Ray Jays in a big District 5 matchup over at Kurt Houghton Court. It'll be the Alexander Comets traveling over to Trenton to take on the Tigers over there at the Tiger Gymnasium. And then down in Watford City, again, it'll be the Hazen Bison taking on the Watford City Wolves. We'll wrap up the week with a doubleheader coverage with Our Redeemers Christian School Knights taking on the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. Tip-off scheduled for the girls at 2:30 p.m. That said, one more time with the donation, if you'd like to consider a donation to GameDay Media, there's our QR code. We can use all your help that we can get from you. Not mandatory, but if you'd be so kind as to consider a donation of some sort to GameDay Media to help us with the costs as we move towards the postseason starting in February. But on behalf of all of our sponsors who make the games possible here on GameDay Media, I want to thank my production crew tonight, James Myers, along with Aaron Griffin. Once again, your final score from Tioga. The Longhorns from Lewis and Clark Berthold with the 2-point win over the Tioga Pirates at the Ship, 81-79. My name's Randy Peterson. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Tonight's GameDay Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Both the Own Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Hoagland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset, Tioga Ace Hardware, DA Land LLC, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Wham! LLC and Dry Fork Supply, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated, DeBach Harvesting, Skin by Legacy, The Food Barn, Western Education Regional Co-op, North Shore Plaza PTO, Divide County Quarterback Club, Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, Red Rock Chevrolet and GMC of Williston, Investment Center Advisor Group, LPL Financial, Jorgensen Lumber, Fisher Family Chiropractic, Stanley Commercial Club, EAPC Architects, Engineers, Game 1, Modern Dental, Tioga EDC and Chamber of Commerce, Jan A. Costa, PC, Northwest Sportsmen's Association, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media,